So our assumption is that using the river to make deliveries will reduce people's exposure to air pollution, but we've installed monitors here on the curbside to make sure that air pollution levels from the river and from the boat are not going to feed into land here. Our hope is that through having the evidence that using the river to make deliveries does not impact people's exposure to air pollution on land, will help to demonstrate the potential for using the river to reduce air pollution levels and enhance the scale up of that across London.
In Kerb-Dock, we're really looking forward to understanding what the impact of air pollution on this river freight activity is. So we're currently monitoring both air quality and noise monitoring and seeing how the river freight project potentially has any negative or positive impact. We're looking forward to understanding whether that is related to freight or the current environment that it is based in.
The way that we operate, we put a reference monitoring station close by, and so we measure the difference between the reference station of the ambient pollution and the pollution caused at the loading bay, so we can really attribute the impact caused by that loading bay operative. So there's no doubt that is caused by that activity, and that just helps clarify I'm causing the pollution, I'm responsible for it, and I've got the ability and the control methods to stop it or control it or minimise it. Our focus is really about trying to use hardware and software technology to drive that environmental change within the supply chain.
So for Better Bankside, we have a climate action plan, and that covers different areas around transport, waste, energy and green space and biodiversity. I think across all of those, air quality is really tied into that action plan, and thinking, okay, well, how can we reduce vehicle miles, vehicle emissions, and how can we improve the air quality of our area? And how can we be advocates for those changes and support businesses to make that change and perhaps take on that risk to make a switch to their business operations, which is going to reduce those emissions as well.
So if we were to take more HGVs off the road outside of London and have some of those goods delivered on river, the idea would be that that first mile could be done separately, differently, potentially ease congestion, but then also on the last mile we'd have electric vehicle or potentially cargo bikes, which means that the area has not got any diesel or petrol vehicles in it. It also means that we can look at reducing air pollution in those areas, so we're quite excited to see what those impacts may be.